Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. So in this one here, I wanted to talk about Fear the Walking Dead. We actually got some new photos here for episode 1, so I wanted to talk about that because I feel like based off of the photos that were released, it really hints at what this first episode is going to be about. So I figured I would sort of do an episode 1 preview, I guess, in this video, but I want to touch on a few other things as well. I want to touch on some of the early reviews out there for Fear the Walking Dead episodes 1, I think up to 3. Before we go any further, obviously make sure to be a subscriber if you do want to get all my Walking Dead universe content like this. Fear the Walking Dead is premiering in 6 days. I thought it was premiering this Thursday on May 11th. Maybe it's not. Like, I thought it was premiering on May 11th, the Thursday beforehand, but I guess maybe they're doing it every single Thursday, but they're just doing it like after this week. So like the first episode is going to be premiering on both AMC Plus and AMC, I guess, on May 14th. And then I guess next week we'll have one episode May 18th for AMC Plus, and then on the Sunday for AMC. I really have to like go out and confirm this because I honestly really have no idea at this point. But yeah, May 14th, just sort of keep that in mind. Fear the Walking Dead's premiere is going to be airing, and I'll have my review out that day. And I'm so excited. I'm really excited for The Walking Dead to be back. I mean, we're in the week leading up to its premiere, right? So at this point, I mean, it feels like everything's already back anyways, because yeah, just with all the news and stuff that's dropping right now. And let's actually get into that. So I wanted to talk about The Walking Dead's Blu-ray release. I've been wondering about this basically since the last episode aired. When was the full series going to be released on Blu-ray? What was it going to look like? You know, because I really do like collecting box sets of like, say, Friday the 13th or like the Michael Myers movies sort of thing, right? Like I do like having that just because, I don't know, it just looks really cool. And obviously for The Walking Dead, like I need to get that. I need to get the full series on Blu-ray. I want it to be in this box set. I'm hoping there's like art and all that. Well, it looks like we are getting that right here. So there's actually this thing called the Walking Dead Legacy Edition. It's individually numbered, so you'll know exactly which one you do get. All 177 episodes are on 56 discs, and then there's a 124-page hardback book held in matching rigid slipcase. So yeah, obviously that's what we see here at the very bottom here, and it looks like it shows a lot of artwork. And I mean, I can't wait to get this. Like, I do have to get this. I'm gonna get this. I'm hoping I'm able to anyways, because there's only one run. It's limited to 1,200 copies. So I have to get this. Like, I really do have to get this. I've just been looking around a lot though on where exactly you can get this, and as of now, there's pre-orders on Amazon UK, but besides that, there's nothing for Canada or the United States. So it looks like we're going to have to wait a little bit. I mean, based off of the UK release anyways, like on Amazon UK, it looks like there's pre-orders right now and it's going to be released on July 3rd. And yeah, see, I'm looking on Amazon right now and I don't even see it anywhere here. So I hope that the pre-orders go live on Amazon for Canada and the United States very soon. We're just gonna have to keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention this. But let's actually get into Fear the Walking Dead here and some of the new photos that released for episode 1. So a lot of this stuff isn't entirely new. There's actually some shots here that are from maybe episode 3 or episode 4. I'm not entirely sure what episode it's from. It's not from episode 1 though. I know that for a fact. But we have a couple shots here of Madison. There's this one right here. These ones are from episode 1 for sure. So there's one right here of Madison. We know that she's with Mo here because just based off of the trailer, I think Mo's more at the front of the boat, or she's like just sitting off the boat, like they just got onto the shore or something. But yeah, this is going to be in episode 1, which is a little interesting because I thought something like this would be like an episode 2 thing, just because of the time jump, like literally just simply because of that. But it looks like, I guess, we're getting a big time jump in episode 1. I hope that it's not a thing, and based off of the reviews, I don't think it's going to be, but I hope it's not a thing that we're getting like this, like going back and forth between timelines sort of thing. And I mean, first of all, I don't think it's going to be like that just because we didn't really get a lot of footage and stuff that happened beforehand, but there was a few shots, you know, of them on the boat and all that. So I'm assuming that like we'll see them arrive to Padre. There might be some stuff that happens, just sort of like interviews and stuff with the leaders of Padre. And then I'll probably just say something like 8 years later or whatever. And then we'll jump to something like this, a shot of Madison or whoever. We'll see Mo much older. Obviously, I think she's like 8 or 9 years old here. And yeah, and then at that point, they'll be officially caught up with the Walking Dead's timeline, which is very, very exciting because that's like one of the things with Fear the Walking Dead that I've always just not really liked, was that it was just always set in the past. So it just always felt like, I don't know, there was like this element of like, this is just really boring kind of thing. So we have another shot here of Madison. This is likely during the same scene. There's another shot here of Mo. I actually think this is connected to the Madison shot. So this is probably just Madison and Mo just on their journey sort of thing. And then we have a shot here of Morgan. This is from episode 1, so I believe this is post-time jump. This isn't going to be like anything beforehand. And The stuff that if we're getting anything pre-time jump, it's probably going to be just, seeing Madison and Morgan arrive at that place. But besides that, after the opening minutes, it's likely going to be staying, I'm thinking anyways, just in this timeline. We have another shot here of Morgan, and just really cool. This is season 8 Morgan here of Fear the Walking Dead. And then we have this shot here, I believe that's Mo, and she's in some type of clothing, and it looks like she's fighting a walker. At least I'm assuming. So I'm wondering if Padre is training the kids to fight, if that's their whole thing here, is just to make the next generation very capable of surviving the apocalypse. Just because it's kind of what it seems like. Like there's another shot here. It looks like it's a walker. So I do believe Mo is learning how to fight walkers. Another shot here, and this is Mo. And I believe this character here is named Dove. I could be wrong, but I just saw that online. And yeah, that's basically it in terms of photos anyways for Fear the Walking Dead. There wasn't too much that was released. I mean, I guess there is a lot in terms of stuff for later episodes. Like there's this one here of Morgan. This is not episode 1. I think this could be episode 3 though. Like I could totally see this being episode 3, and maybe it's something that happens towards the end. I'm not entirely sure, but the last 3 episode titles are really related to Morgan, and I know one of them is King County, so I'm assuming that this might even be just from that episode 4. But the reason why I say episode 3 is because maybe he shows up at the end of it, right? And he's like, oh, this is my old house sort of thing, and it's a cliffhanger. And then in episode 4, we explore why he's there kind of thing, right? Now, we do have some early reviews for episodes 1, 2, and 3 for season 8. For the most part, I would say that they're all very positive. I do believe there's going to be a lot more reviews posted like tomorrow or like later on today or the next day, but I didn't really want to wait too much unless there's one that really comes out that's like very negative or something. But then again, we're so close to the premiere already. I just figured I'd focus on like just this one article here. And this is from comicbook.com, so I will leave a link down below to this article as well as the other one that was talking about the Blu-ray box set kind of thing. And yeah, it seems like this season is going to be, I mean, the pace seems to be a lot quicker, which makes sense based off of the fact that the season's only 12 episodes, right? And they're ending it right away. And I did see something somewhere where I think the showrunners already said that they knew that season 8 was going to be the last season, which, I mean, maybe I do believe that. I don't know. It's hard to say. I guess if they knew all along that, The Walking Dead's ending, so Fear's probably ending right away as well. But I don't know. I don't know if I really necessarily believe that. But it looks like the pacing is a lot quicker, which I am definitely very excited about for Fear the Walking Dead. I think for The Walking Dead, I enjoy those characters so much more, so I want the pacing to be a little bit slower. Also, the story is just so much bigger on that show, so like you kind of needed to slow it down. It was way too quick. On Fear, I would say, first of all, season 7, the pacing was just so incredibly slow that I think it's, a quicker pace would be very welcomed in season 8. And I think based off of the fact that you have 12 episodes remaining, yeah, you do kind of need to do that. And I do think, though, that you do have to be careful to introduce new things or in how you do it, because if you introduce way too many things and the story becomes way too big, you're going to have to end it right away as well. So I hope they keep things as simple as possible. The way I see it, what they should do with Fear is, introduce some drama with Padre, but really just focus on ending these characters' stories and either killing characters off and just doing some more fun stuff like that. Some fun drama there. I think that is what people would probably like the most as of right now. And that's the cool thing about Fear the Walking Dead is you can actually kill off any of those characters. Like, you don't have to keep a lot of those characters around. I mean, Morgan, Madison, a couple of characters are likely going to be, I would say, generally safe because they're probably going to be in spinoffs and stuff like that. But I mean, first of all, AMC hasn't announced anything yet. And because they took so much heat from announcing, Dead City and the Daryl Dixon spinoff before The Walking Dead ended, I think with this, they're going to wait until this show's actually over and then announce something. But I actually wanted to read this right here. Comicbook.com has this interesting little paragraph right here. And I mean, everything that, that would be way too spoilery, they completely blocked out and just put spoiler there. But yeah, it says, since we last saw them, Morgan has spent the past 7 years as a spoiler and Madison as a spoiler who goes by the name Lark. Daniel is the something of a something. Dwight and Sherry want to something from whatever. Shockingly, June has spent years something because of something. And some characters are MIA. Their fate's as much a mystery to the characters as they are to the viewer, while others are revealed to be spoiler and others are spoiler for spoiler. So, I mean, if I had to go through this and predict what I think each one is, Since we last saw them, Morgan has spent the past 7 years as and I'm not entirely sure what that would be, but I'm assuming it's a recruiter or something. You know, he's probably recruiting members or whatever for Padre, and Madison as probably something very similar who goes by the name Lark. So I'm assuming maybe Morgan does something different than what Madison was doing in the finale, but I imagine they both just basically have jobs. Like, that's what I'm assuming that means. And then Daniel is I'm guessing, leader of a new group or something. I'm assuming that's going to be. Dwight and Sherry want to, spoiler from spoilers. So the only thing I could really think of is they want to have or start a family, basically. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, that's the only thing I'm really thinking, because I feel like that's what they were really trying to do, but we'll have to wait and see there. But shockingly, June has spent years, I guess, away because of something. And you know, based off of the trailer, like, that was the one thing I've talked about. June has just been alone a lot. Like, we haven't seen her interacting with anyone else. So that'll be interesting to see what happens with her. And then some characters are MIA. Their fate's as much a mystery to the characters as they are to the viewer, while others are revealed to be, I'm assuming this means dead. So there's probably going to be some characters that have died over the last like 7, 8 years, and others are something for whatever. So they're probably going to be alive, or they're in a new location. There's a new storyline or something. But it is interesting. Like, I like that last part there. While others are revealed to be dead, I'm assuming that means dead, right? And I'm wondering if that means Charlie, because a lot of us were wondering, you know, is Charlie going to die? Because the season 7 finale, I mean, she was basically dead, but they never showed her death on screen because there was just sort of this thing of like, well, she's just very sick right now. And I think after 7, 8 years, based off of what she had, I think that that's probably what the reveal is likely going to be. And, you know, for me, that doesn't really bother me too much. But, you know, for Fear the Walking Dead fans, I think, and I'm talking like hardcore Fear fans, I wonder how you guys feel. Like, if her death is off screen, is that a bad thing? But yeah, I'm very excited for Fear the Walking Dead. I really can't wait just to watch this first episode and get everything rolling here. I'm hyped for Fear in general right now, so definitely post your thoughts down below. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.